Dr. Phyllis Collins of DietHobby.com, and today I'm going to show you a side dish that goes in the mealtime section, and it's kind of some people consider it an exotic, difficult treat. It's really pretty simple the way that I make it. It's asparagus with Hollandaise sauce. Okay, now it's going to be 6 stalks of asparagus and 2 tablespoons of Hollandaise sauce, exactly. And that's going to be 70 calories, 4.3 carbs, and 2.4 protein. Now what I did was I snipped off the ends of my asparagus and I put it in a pot, and it's steaming right now, and it should be ready at the same time as the Hollandaise sauce. Now I make a full fat Hollandaise sauce. I don't do a really special, different kind of sauce, but I've tried a whole lot of different recipes, and you can make it really exotic, but this is the one I use most of the time because it's so simple and so easy. And it's full fat, and I take butter. I've got a half a stick of butter, which is 1/4 of a cup, and I'm going to melt that in a pan. Okay, I'm just melting this butter in this pan, and then forgot to spray coat it, so it's going to be hard to get this pan clean. That happens sometimes. Okay, then I'm going to take a package of this. This is McCormick Hollandaise sauce. Okay, and 2 tablespoons of sauce. Whatever, it's about 50 calories. Okay, anyway, the asparagus and the Hollandaise sauce together comes to, I think it's about 56. Anyway, it comes to about 70 calories. Okay, now I'm just melting up this butter, getting it hot. No special trick here, just melting it at medium-high heat. I'm going to snip open my package of Hollandaise sauce. Okay, this is an easy meal. I'm not a real foods person. Real food is good. We're having vegetables. This is very healthy. Nothing wrong with real food, but I use processed food if I want to. And I often want to. Okay, now I'm just mixing up, I'm stirring up the butter and the sauce mixed together, and I'm adding a cup of water to that. I'm not adding cream, I'm not adding partly milk. I'm just adding water. That's all I'm doing, and I'm whisking it together. This is pretty much foolproof Hollandaise sauce, and it's really easy to make. So as I cook this, just according to the instructions, it says you bring it to a boil, you reduce and cook till simmer, and you reduce it and you simmer it for like a minute while it thickens. Well, it's usually really, really fast. If it's not as fast as I think it will be, then we're probably going to have to interrupt this film video and make a little break. But it's thickening up really good already. And all I'm doing is I'm just whisking it as it thickens. You see how fast this is? Hollandaise sauce, some people make such a big deal out of it. And to tell you the truth, I've made it those ways too, and it's not really any better, and a lot of times it's way worse. So here it is, I brought it to a boil. Now I'm going to turn it down to simmer, and I'm not going to stir it the whole time. I'm just going to let it do what it does. And then I'm going to take my asparagus out. I have a fancy asparagus pan, but I just used to use a skillet. Before I got this pan, I just used a skillet to steam my asparagus. So here it is, I'm turning out my asparagus. I drained it in this paper towel. Now I'm putting it here. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. This is the time of year for it. Okay, now this is ready. It's thick, it's creamy, and it's perfectly good, and it's ready. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put exactly 2 tablespoons of this. So I'm measuring out 2 tablespoons, and I'm going to drizzle 2 tablespoons of Hollandaise sauce. And who would think you could have full fat Hollandaise sauce you know, on a diet, but you can. 70 calories, there's no reason why you can't have that. And here it is. And it's a really good treat. I'm not going to take a bite because I have to take a picture of it still. But this is what it would look like. It's a delicious little meal, side dish, at 70 calories. You say, well, what am I going to do with all this leftover sauce that I have left? Well, because I only made 6 asparagus, but how am I going to do? Well, you know what? I'm going to cool it down, and then I'm going to freeze it in little baggies, and I'm going to freeze it in 2 tablespoon servings, so that when I want to make this again, all I have to do is pull a little bag out, put it in the microwave, and drizzle over my asparagus, and I don't even have to go to this much trouble. That's how easy that I like to cook. Come and see me at diethobby.com.